hello, and happy Sunday evening, or whatever it is when you are watching this. We love when viewers watch live, but we also love it when you come back and watch again. Send the link to your friends and get everybody involved. There's no more, "Aw, gosh, I missed your show." You can send them the link and they can still watch. We've got some amazing teams for you tonight to help you chase away those Sunday night scaries. I know that happen on Sunday night when you're thinking about your work week. Rats, I just started thinking about my work week right then. Enough of that. Let's bring up the first team. Very excited to bring on Holdwater.
Hey everybody, This is my friend Susan La Palambara.
This is my friend Rick Horner.
And we are so glad to be here. We are Holdwater.
We're an improv group. We make stuff up.
Yeah, we can hardly wait to see what it is that we'll say and do. And to get us started, we'll need a word of inspiration. Millie, if you're still there.
I am.
We've had all kinds of people participate this week. We super appreciate people giving us some thoughts on Facebook.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of suggestions. You want us to just give you a number, Millie, and you'll pick the one, or what do you need?
Let's do a number between 1 and 5.
Ooh, number
2.
1 and 5.
Number 2 comes from
4.
Dave Taruso. Ooh, salutatorian.
Salutatorian. Okay. Thank you.
Great. That's amazing. Thanks, Dave Taruso.
Thank
Hey everybody,
you,
I am Omelette Gamaphile.
Omelette. And I am Omelette's sister-in-law, Beverly Myers.
Beverly and I are super excited to be here together. We are going to present to you a webinar, and we're going to cover all kinds of amazing information. We're so glad that you've all joined us.
We sure are. We're excited to share this with you because this is a relatively new venture for us working together. We're very excited about our webinars. I know some of you have been to a couple of our other ones. Today, we're going to be talking about salutatorian, which is a big word, a hard word to say. And we're going to break it apart for you so you can understand more about what that is.
Yeah, we're kind of proud of ourselves. We've been doing these webinars for a while. This is the first time as brother-in-law and sister-in-law. So congrats to the happy couple, Beverly and my brother. And but this is a new venture for us, as Beverly mentioned, that we're really excited to teach you something you might not have known about salutatorian.
Yes, salutatorian. That's a tongue twister, Dave.
It's like a battle. It's like, oh, is this a word or a fist fight?
It's mush in the mouth, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a fun thing. Okay.
We're going to have an exciting time. So there are 3 main sections of the webinar tonight that we're going to chat with you all about, and you can see them here in the background. We're going to cover those in just a minute. But we are so proud to be bringing this presentation to the Westminster Red Cross junior varsity team of football players.
Yeah.
So exciting that the Red Cross has formed its own football team, and that you have a varsity system of figuring out who gets to play.
I guess is it varsity or is it junior varsity, Omelette?
Junior varsity. Yeah. Did I say varsity?
Junior varsity. JV. Okay.
JV. Yeah. It's
All
very
right.
exciting.
JV football.
Yeah.
At the Red Cross. Exciting.
Those things go together, right? We see it just like everybody else does. Junior varsity and the Red Cross, they go together, and we can't wait for, we have a lot of people that are here, over 500 people, and so for that reason, for the webinar, we will be able to communicate with you by way of the chat, but we're going to have you muted, and we'll have your cameras turned off, so you'll just be able to see and hear us, but think of it as a one-way, two-way kind of communication, you know, like a police window, like looking through.
Oh yeah, like you're being interrogated and you can't see out, or we can only see in, or something like that. We're seeing, no, you're seeing in, we can't see out. Right.
So we want to talk about the three key things tonight, Beverly. I think the first thing is we're going to define salutatorian. We'll talk about
Yes.
the actual. We're going to break that down so that it feels like instead of trying to eat a whole steak dinner in a mouthful, you'll be able to eat it piece by piece.
Hmm.
We're going to talk about salutatorian in history. So we'll talk about a couple of notable times when that word or that idea or those ideas came up.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about super salutatorian. That's a new thing that we're just adding into this new venture. Equinox is what we've decided to call it, which you saw that when you signed up. Equinox is our webinar company that Beverly and I started, and that will share the profits, and all that stuff, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you don't need to know about that part.
All that
Yes.
stuff you don't need to know about.
Yeah, that's just the inner
how
workings.
inner workings of how there'll be percentages for each of us, and maybe they'll be the same on some. It's a whole complicated
Yeah,
thing.
well, we need to really kind of suss that out a little bit more. We're
Yeah,
still trying to figure out about the percentages and whether we go 50-50. Some of us do more work than the other, but that's that's not anything
that's
you need to.
all not. Yeah,
Okay. No.
but there's a lot that goes into it. Is all that we're both saying.
Yes. Oh, so much.
So we know that you know what the word salutatorian is and means. It's multisyllabic. Yes, it's a little bit of work to say it, but we want to sort of break it down into all the parts. So the first part is Sal. We're going to talk about Sal first.
Mhm.
So as a lot of people know, Sal is a proper name. It's frequently an Italian name, and
Mhm.
that's the roots of this word. The root of this word is Italian.
It is Italian. It comes from Salvatore. So that's where it begins. Also, funny thing about it, also Sal means salt. So it's a salty, we consider it a very salty name and a very salty start to the word.
Yeah, you feel like you're in for some peaceful digestion of this word, but it jumps right on you as soon as it's out of the mouth of the person who's saying it to you. Uh,
Yes.
Possibly in a grocery store somewhere in the United States. The next part of it is U-Tour, and this is, again, this is something that we sort of have changed from being sort of more aggressive into something that's a little bit more laid back. So U-Tour is frequently used if you're in some sort of, again, football situation for the junior varsity folks. If you see someone limping, you say you tore something to
Mhm.
them. This is the shorthand of it, but that's the etymology of it, of where it came from.
Tour. Yeah. Salutatorian. Orion,
Yes.
okay? That is a constellation in the sky, and that's our final syllable of that word. That is something that's just far away, hard to reach, but so enigmatic. It just pulls you in, and it makes you just want more of it. So that's our word for you there, okay? And that's where it comes from.
Yeah. So if you think about it with all the parts together,
Mhm.
it's this idea of possibly sustaining an injury. You don't know the basis of which it came from, but feeling kind of aggressive about it, feeling like
Mhm.
something has really affected you. And so
Mhm.
we sort of want to entreat this group of people that's here with us as though we're going to injure you today with our
That's right,
ideas.
metaphorically.
Metaphorically, we intend to sort of knock you down and give you some information
Oh,
that you didn't have before. So a lot of you may feel a certain kind of way about that, probably positive. Usually people that play JV are looking to play competitive sports, want that feeling of being knocked down so that they can feel stronger when they get up. Right, Bev?
mhm. Yeah, well, absolutely, Omelet. And the thing about it is, I mean, this word, this is the actual meaning of this word that we have been telling you. Now, it has been appropriated by schools to mean second best. Okay, graduation ceremonies are second best, and we know that the JV team players here can really relate to that because JV is all about being
Oh, I got
second
my mic.
best. Oh, all right.
Sorry about that.
Oh, technical stuff happens, okay? It's not to worry, not to worry. Anyway, I think maybe we should send them into a breakout room to talk a little bit more about being second best. Don't you think that's where we were going to go with this, Omelet?
Yeah, Exactly. So we want to sort of disabuse you of the notion that like, oh, I already know about this. I don't need to be checked in for this. It's a big group of people. And so most of us have had the experience of feeling like we were treated poorly or we were treated like we were second best. We know that a lot of you won't know each other real well, but we're hoping that you can get over that and just talk about some times that were deeply personal to you where someone treated you like you were less than. So
Hmm.
we're going to create some breakout rooms here.
Great.
And if you can, just type into the chat box things that are like deeply, deeply personal or possibly like hurt you in some way, so that we can share them at the end of the
Yeah,
webinar.
when you come back. When you come back.
Back.
Absolutely.
And all right, so let's create. There's 500 of you. We'll create 10 groups of 50, and you'll have about 40 minutes for this. So
Okay.
hopefully that'll be enough time.
All
We'll see
right.
you when you come back.
All right. Good
Have
luck with
fun.
that.
Get personal.
Get personal. All right. Oh, wow.
Great.
Holy moly.
Wow, this is a really big group. You're so great with people.
Oh my God. Thank you. You
Yeah,
are too.
not as
You
good
gave at
as
the
you.
wedding, by the way. I just am like,
What did you say about the wedding?
I said the toast that you gave at the wedding was like, I didn't really know that you like saw me, that you like see me the way you see me. Like that just really touched me.
Yeah, I mean, my brother. I sort of told him I wouldn't tell you this, but this feels like an okay time to share something a little personal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, a lot of the poetry and stuff that he would come to me and I would write the poetry and then give it to him to read to you. Uh,
I'm sorry. We're talking about the poetry. We're not talking about the toast anymore. We're talking about the poetry that.
like when he first met you and stuff, he would just like he showed me some snapshots that he took of you like on his phone and things like screenshots and things, and then I would just like come out with like the limpid beauty of your eyes and this stuff like that and whatever. He told you that he mentioned that he was going to tell you that I feel like I'm feeling like now
No,
you didn't.
I don't. This is that. I mean,
Oh,
I feel like this is like important information.
uh,
Like I'm not entirely sure what to do with it.
sorry, that
You're
was
a great writer. Um,
thanks. I never really I mean I never really pursued it. It's just I have a lot of feelings about things, and then I can't always express them, so I try to get them on the page.
wait, so those words weren't Engelbert's. They were your words, you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Engelbert came to me and he said I met this girl and she's really special, and then he showed me the picture and I was like, wow, she seems nice. She seems nice. And then I didn't really I wouldn't say I really exactly like wrote the poetry. I didn't really write the poetry at all, actually. I didn't write any of it. Engelbert wrote it, and then he was like,
No, what? Okay, this is maybe this wasn't the right time. I'm so flustered. I'm so
"Yeah, sorry,
flustered, and no, no, no. I'm really flattered. Like I'm so flattered. I mean, like those. I mean, you're like amazing writer. Are you telling me that none of this came from Engelbert? Like none of those were his thoughts? Like they were all your thoughts? Or did you workshop it? You must have workshopped it, right? You must have talked. He must have told you about how he felt about me, and then you wordsmithed it, right?
well, I don't remember exactly what my process was. I think I used to ride a bike into the countryside, and then I would try to compare the beauty of. I don't remember how I used to do it exactly. I used to whatever would happen. I don't really remember.
Okay. All right.
Shut up.
Okay. All right. No, 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 no. Okay. No,
Uh,
this is fine. I mean,
yeah, it's you're not like anybody else that I know.
no, neither are you. I don't really understand what's going on. I'm sorry. When I met you and Engelbert at the bar, I was talking to you first, and then he came up, and I'm just so confused now about the whole trajectory of my entire relationship.
Engelbert told me he was going to get all that straight, but what 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 actually happened? I feel like this isn't too personal. This will help get us back on track. All right,
Okay.
this will get us to where we're not so awkward anymore.
Yeah, okay, that would be
Really,
good. I'd like that.
really awkward. I saw you across the bar, and I thought you were the most beautiful, uh, most worthwhile uh,
Okay.
person for not me, for totally for not
So
me.
I think we should
Um,
just I think we should just I think we should get back on
just
track. Like
let's stick
what
to the material,
yes,
okay?
let's stick to the material.
Yeah, let's just stick to the material.
We're talking about what's this
Uh,
webinar about again?
uh,
Uh,
let me,
um
let me scroll.
it's,
Let me scroll.
uh
Salutarian.
uh, so-
Salutarian.
oh my God. Okay.
Um,
Listen, I think you're great. I really do. I just want you to know that I really think you're great. And it, you know, I mean, you may not have made the varsity team, but you're still on the team. You're on my team. You're on my team. And God, this is not coming out right. This is not coming out right.
yeah, I will always be there for you.
Yeah.
That if you ever want, if you ever need, if there's,
Yeah.
I
No, I get it.
am, we're related. We're related.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're related now.
Are related, right?
We're like brother and sister. Well, like if the brother and the sister were like, we're not really like brother and sister in a way. I don't know why I said that.
Well, no. I mean, we sort of are. I mean, I mean, we're not. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's called brother and sister-in-law. I mean, that means that we're related somehow,
I
right? Maybe I don't know.
maybe I shouldn't have given you away to my brother. But you said your dad was going to be late, and I was like, it should be no big deal. But I feel like something that probably wasn't the best.
Feeling a little weird now in retrospect, and not really understanding the full scope of this uh, unusual.
Look,
Uh,
I know that Engelbert is. I know something. There's
I
something that I understand. You shouldn't have to. Hmm,
um
I
um.
really. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome
everyone.
back to the webinar. Oh my goodness,
Welcome,
everyone.
welcome back.
Sundays can be real tricky, can't they?
uh, some people oh yes, thanks, Derek. Derek's inquiring about the cough. Yes, we spent a weekend, but we didn't spend a weekend together. We were both in a place where we were separately.
We
Uh,
were actually at a spa because the thing of it is my brother, my husband, his brother, really wanted us to get closer. He felt like we weren't connected enough, and so he got us this spa weekend. And so we went to this spa weekend, and I mean it was really fun. We both ended up with COVID. um, so we're coughing away here, but it was a very fun weekend. Anyway, let's see what you wrote. Let's see what you discovered about
yeah,
how you
let's see
feel a
some
little bit less than.
personal things. Okay, got picked on a lot in school, got
Mm,
bullied. Okay,
mhm,
that
mhm.
yep.
Okay, yep. Oh, yes, I know. Well, yes, of course, when you don't get the lead role in a play, I understand that.
Oh,
That's kind of upsetting, Sarah. Well, I don't know if you deserved it. Okay, well, we're not, you felt less than. That's all we need to know. That's another place where you might feel less than.
um, Engelbert wrote.
Oh, honey, are you on here?
I
I thought you didn't support our webinars.
you
Okay,
yeah,
you know,
Engelbert wrote,
no, no.
I my brother loves my wife.
Okay, no, of course, because we're a family now. Let's just
Yeah,
move on to the next part of our
yeah.
webinar. Let's just move
Let's
on
talk
to the
about
very next
yeah
part of the
the
webinar,
history
which
of
is,
salutatorians. I feel like I
yeah.
tore something just now.
Okay, we're just going to
um,
talk about some of the famous salutatorians, people who are less than in the world. Okay, Spiro
right,
Agnew, for example, a less than, right?
Snoop Dogg. Yeah,
Snoop Dogg, absolutely less than. All right.
yeah. There's a lot of people. I mean, the whole there was a bunch of congressional congresses, especially in the 1800s. Yep,
Oh my gosh.
they just
Right.
kept wanting more than what they achieved.
What they can
Um,
even expect to achieve.
yeah.
Um, sure, absolutely. You know, you know, my coworker, my um my brother-in-law, who's just sometimes feels like he just sometimes doesn't feel like he's as fantastic as he really is. And so I just want him to know here publicly that he's a great guy. Okay. And there's nothing second tier about him. There's nothing about him that is that he needs to be ashamed of or feel bad about. Just like the same for all of you. I don't want you to feel bad about it. I can't do this on my own. Um, like I can't do life on my own. I can't certainly can't do this webinar on my own. So now Omelet is just pacing around. And I feel like it's almost like being left at the altar, okay, which I wasn't, but sometimes I wish I had been.
Oh God.
Okay. I, um
Snoop Dogg was the genius behind so many artists, and always was willing to pass that fame off to other people instead of taking the credit himself. He's a genius. He's someone that we could all look up to. He's clever and intelligent. He's smart. He broke the bonds of his life confinement. What he
you
could
know
have
what?
been. It's amazing what he became. It's just based on, and it's that kind of thing.
Okay, it's that kind of thing, it's that kind of thing. So the thing is you need to embrace the opportunities that are presented to you when you find yourself feeling like, or actually for sure, in a JV situation. Okay, you need to seize the moment. You need to stand up for what you want. Okay, if you feel like you should be on the varsity team, you should say something to the coach or your coworker, what are they called? Coworkers. They're
Co-coach, co-coach,
teammates, whatever they're called.
team coach,
What?
team coach.
Team coach. That's the one.
Yeah.
Speak up. You want to do varsity? You should do varsity. You understand what I'm saying? You need to just, life is too short. Get in there.
Beverly,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I was I mean,
What's wrong with something's wrong with your feet? Oh no. I'm thinking that maybe hi.
What do you
I
think
think,
of that? Huh?
um,
Right
I
here in
didn't
front of
hear,
these,
I
our
didn't
numbers
hear,
drop down, but in front of these 200 people, what do you say?
I, you broke up quite a bit. I'm not really sure what you said. It didn't really come through. Um, but I always think you have great
Okay, it's okay.
ideas. I always think you have great ideas. So I'm on board for, whatever the next thing is that you wanted to do for the webinar. You know, glitches happen and I'm on board. I'm on board. Whatever it was. So let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it because we're running out of time. We need to finish our webinar.
I want to fight the powers that exist and take you to an Italian restaurant and treat you the way that you should be treated.
Bravo.
What I said.
What?
People are supporting us. Even Engelbert is supporting us.
What?
Engelbert wrote into the chat, I think I'd be happier being alone. I don't know if that's some kind of code that you two have worked out, or
No, I think that's, you know what? I'm open to this because that's some great poetry that you wrote, and I feel like you've been really honest tonight, and Engelbert has not been honest with me at all, and I don't know how you base a relationship on that. So, I mean, does not seem like the way this webinar should be going.
look, I'm speaking from the heart. Okay, I'm maybe this is just being around the people in the Red Cross, but I just want to tell you that I really.
Me too. Me too. Whatever you're saying. Me too. Me too. I feel the same way. Okay.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for attending this webinar. We'll send you the slide deck so you can read it on your own.
You can finish it on your own.
We have some stuff to do. I'll meet you in the kitchen.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Thanks, everyone.
That's our show.
All right, come on back for your bow, please. You can't leave us like that. we need some resolution and some smiles. Such drama behind the scenes of the webinar.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat. The discovering of these feelings, and I just love how I'm like, okay, they're going to do a made-up webinar again, and just the way that you pull in the drama behind the scenes and the interpersonal relationships are fascinating and entertaining. I love it.
Yay!
So Highwire is finishing up season 9. You guys are technically the salutatorians of season 9 because we only have one more show before we're
finished. It's amazing.
And when can we see you in season 10? Is it going to be on a different night? Is it going to be at a different time? Let's hype it up.
Yeah, we are so glad to be coming back. We'll be here on Sunday afternoons instead of Sunday nights.
Sunday afternoons. And we'll be sure to send out links to our friends and family and on our page. So come back and see us.
Thank you to everybody who gave us suggestions, of course.
Yeah, that was great. Keep them coming for the next one.
Yeah. There were so many that you got to choose from. It was great. All right. We have another team coming up. They will be on shortly. This is where I'm supposed to be able to do 2 things at once. Such as tell you about all the things that are upcoming. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because it is the end of the season, we don't have shows this week. But if you do live in the Baltimore area and you are interested in trying out some improv, you can come to the Roland Park Community Center on Wednesday between 7 and 9 for a free jam. I participated in 2, and you may be wondering, gosh, a 2-hour jam, what could we be doing for 2 hours? Honestly, it's kind of like a jam shop, if that makes sense, where you kind of do some warm-ups, you do some skills, you do some games, and you kind of do like a lesson almost. And then at the end, you get to do the jammy jam stuff. And the one time that I did have the opportunity to host, it was 8 of us, and 5 people had never done improv before. So I was thoroughly honored to have been their first experience with improv and that they left smiling. So already, we're going to get the next team up and ready for you in just a few seconds. I'm going to play some fancy music for you while we get that happening. Coming to your virtual stage now, Timeless presents the Double Nickel Rooftop Lounge and Bar.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome. I'm Arzook. It's so great to see you here at Timeless, the Double Nickel Rooftop Lounge and Bar. You can see it right behind me. I'm kind of standing in the parking lot in front of it. It's so nice to just take it in sometimes. But I want you to meet the crew because we're all here to support you and make sure that while you're here with us, you have a good time. So I'm going to send it to the person who runs the bar and all of the things that happen in and around the bar. That's Frida. And Frida is somewhere. She's usually, oh, wait, I think I see her. Oh, there she is.
Oh, so,
Hey, Frida.
so thank you. I'm
Welcome
going
to the gang.
crazy. Genevieve said it's Oriental New Year, excuse me, Asian New Year. I have to do this politically correct. So we have to celebrate Asian New Year, and we're going to have fortune cookies and everything's going crazy. But you know me, I'm going to get it done. So come on down, have some Asian New Year with us, meet the friendliest people in the bar and the craziest people. Of course, I'm going to introduce you to some of the crew, starting with Jimmy D, our head of security. Jimmy.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, Freya. Look, I'm Jimmy D. I'm the head of security. I'm not just another bouncer. I am actually there to make sure you feel secure. So buy me a drink. And if I can get this darn ankle bracelet off, I don't think I'll have a problem leaving the property. Yeah, I just got out of the big house. So I'm not going to take up too much more. Oh, yeah, it's Year of the Rabbit. So I'm going to hop right on over to Genevieve Jones, who is our, well, she'll explain it to you. She runs the digital version of the Davenport sofa. And I've said a mouthful. Come on out.
Thank you, Jimmy D. This is Genevieve Jones. I am working remotely here from New York, and it's very remote because we're in Davenport, Iowa. But the exciting thing is I can bring the multicultural flavor of New York to the Double Nickel. And tonight, not only is it a Lunar New Year, but it's also the Year of the Rabbit and the Cat. In Vietnam, they celebrate the cat. So all you cool cats, I hope you're going to come celebrate with us and read all about it and subscribe to the Davenport Digital Sofa newspaper. And yes, I'm so excited because I have the best handyman, i.e. my events second hand in charge, Howie. Come out. He's amazing at decor.
Oh, thank you, Genevieve. Hi. Oh, happy Lunar New Year. My name is Howie. How we doing? Huh? I break things, I fix things. I'm the handyman. I do both of those. More of one than the other. Patty, Patty, are you Patty?
Hi, Howie. I'm
Oh.
looking for you too. You know what I did? I did the dumbest thing. Hold on, friends. I think you've done this too. My phone has slipped in that irretrievable place between the console and the seat. So I'm hoping Howie can help me. But hey, Happy New Year. And I will tell you what we love in any language. Sake bombs, am I right? You won't believe all the kinds of sake I had. You can pick your favorite. It'd be so much fun. Wow, I'm having trouble talking today too. I wonder if that has anything to do with losing my phone. Well, anyway, come down and give me some advice, okay? Right now I'm going to send you back to Zook.
Hey, thanks, Patty. Thanks, gang. Yeah, as you can see, we are all excited for you to get here. I'm Arzook. I'm the person that books the entertainment here at the Double Nickel. You probably know me from the off-Broadway production of Freaky Friday, where I cast Tom Hiddleston and Jerry Seinfeld to switch ages. A lot of people, critics and people who read reviews about the show said they were too close in age, but critics can be wrong. So super glad that you are here and that we get to experience this time with you. When I'm thinking about today, 2023, I'm instantly transported back to 1992. As you'll probably remember, on this day in 1992, aboard the Discovery space shuttle, Roberta Bondar was the first Canadian woman to make a trip into space, also the first neurologist. So lots of firsts on this day aboard the Discovery space shuttle. And I started thinking that people are afraid of the firsts before there's a first of something. And then as soon as there's a first, it feels like everybody wants to get on board and copy the success of the first. So somebody has to be the brave one to go, you know what? I'm going to do this thing first. I think it'll be the Double Nickel tonight.
Hey, Zook.
Oh, hey, sorry. I was just putting a carton of... Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm going to grow vegetables. I want to be the first one here at the Double Nickel to have an organic vegetable garden.
Wow. I like it. I mean, that'll give us something to do with all of that dirt that I got from the mayor.
Yeah, I was wondering when I saw that big pile. I mean, I was like, should I bury things in it, or should I, should I use it to be,
Well, it's funny because I had a conversation with Mike, and I said, Mike, I know that there's a lot of dirt about you. Ha ha ha. So he mails me all this dirt. He's such a card,
you know how to address all these people, man. I'm feeling really good about this, and it's a new start for me because I've been wanting to do something a little bit different,
Yeah. I'm excited for you. I think this is great. We can, well, I mean, I don't want to tell you how to run your garden, right? But we can have tomatoes, we can have peppers, we can have all kinds of fresh veggies that we could, bring into the bar.
I know they don't eat a lot of this in Iowa, but when I was a kid, you remember my mom used to make eggplant?
Eggplant. Yes, eggplant. Oh, we could grow eggplant that would be such a nice tribute to your mom.
Yeah, I know. I have one of her old dresses. We could bury it next to the vegetables.
I kind of love that.
Man, this is great.
We should get some Cub Scout badges and bury those in the ground because we were in Cub Scouts together for what, 4 years?
Yes.
And we only got a badge a piece?
Yes. And maybe everybody could contribute something, or we could have like a time capsule. Or should we just keep it us?
The Double Nickel time capsule. I love this.
That's what it is. Oh, good. I'm gonna.
Is there anything you want to get rid of that you could take off and stick into the time capsule?
Sometimes I like to go without underwear, but that might not be. Oh, my socks!
I love it.
And I also have this. It's a little carving. that I had ever since I was a kid, and I would
Wait, I
bury
don't know
that.
about this. I don't know about this carving. Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll leave it in your office, and you can tell me what you think.
All right. Hey, I could bury these lyrics that John Lennon wrote for me. Imagine.
Yeah, you don't need the money.
Yeah. Oh, I would never sell this.
No, no, it
I
would
feel like
mean
John would want it.
I think he would.
People can't get
I
at
think-
it. Yeah.
I think he would. Yes.
Let it breathe.
Let it breathe. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that's what we'll call it.
Let it breathe.
Let it breathe.
This is such a good idea, man. I tell you, I feel like when I talk to you, I feel like you say the things that I'm thinking before I've even had a chance to fully like get them into my head, you know?
And I'm thinking the things that you're going to say. Yeah,
That's like the same.
I know.
Same. Yeah.
And
Hi.
hi.
Oh, hey, Genevieve.
I have to talk to Frida.
Guys,
Hi.
Hello.
did I
Frida.
hear correctly that Jimmy was talking to Zook about starting an organic garden?
Yes. Yes, I convinced him that actually, with all the egg shortage and people getting chickens, they're making a lot of money. So he really thinks that there will be a vegetable shortage next. He's cashing his bets, Frida.
But it could help
But
us with the vegan menu.
Yes, well, we're not calling it vegan, remember? We're calling it plant-based.
Plant-based.
So plants. Jimmy, you know what? I think we would be actually the first plant-based. We could actually put the plant-based restaurant in Davenport, Iowa, which is amazing, really.
It's a possibility, but we still have to feature my meatloaf.
Oh, and the plant-based version too.
Both versions, yes.
Frida, how are you feeling about also the time capsule requests now as well? You've been here a long time.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but I think that it's a great idea. I mean, we need to keep history of this place. But we need to
Get in. I mean, you have a lot of history here.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking of burying my old costume from my dancing days
Yes.
in the time capsule. I'm probably never going to use it again. From the ripe tomato.
Yes, the ripe tomato costume was epic.
Yeah,
were
you saw
one of-
pictures, didn't you?
Yes, you were one of the first of that feminist dancer movement, and I am so I have so much admiration. I mean, for me, I think I'm just gonna bury my old iPhone that I didn't trade in because that's how I do the publicity here. I think that's how I would want people to remember my tech savvy.
With your iPhone.
Yeah, it's old. I'm on to the 14. So let's just get rid of it. But here's Howie and hey Patty. We're talking
Hi,
about that time
guys.
capsule. We'll see you guys later.
Can you hear what?
I can't hear you, Patty. You
Oh,
speak louder.
let me clear my throat.
Oh, it's like, no, it's okay. It's like sometimes I get inside myself back here. I get to thinking and I forget that I need to project. But I was wondering if Dee had talked to you about, I'm sorry,
It's okay.
something in between maybe? Does this work okay?
That's beautiful. Absolutely
you.
lovely.
I don't want to break your ears.
Don't break
So what I wanted to ask you is, did Dee talk to you about making some flats to raise the baby vegetables in? I wonder if he even knows we have to do that.
Yes, he wants to make an urban garden.
Yeah, I figure.
We could also go to supermarkets and markets and ask them if they have extra food from the expired, and we can bring that over and use for compost, and we can feed homeless people.
I love that idea. You know, we here at the Nickle have a long-standing tradition, thanks to Frida, of feeding homeless people. We go out and give them food sometimes under the bridge when they're leftovers, but that's a great idea. Yeah. Well, I like the idea. I like the idea that Dee is thinking about working with his hands, and creating something.
Very good for him, yes.
I think it's going to be positive reinforcement for him because, he goes around thinking about his history, stealing money, taking money, serving time.
Yeah.
I think, maybe he has talented hands. They could produce great vegetables and he could be rewarded for that.
When you're in Big House, you have to do something that people will like you, because if not, then you end up being someone that they like to.
Do you think he grew vegetables in the Big House? That's a conversation we should have.
Maybe not. But maybe he brought maybe he had grass.
I'm sure. Grass. I'm sure he had grass. I'm sure he had all kinds of grass. Speaking of which, what is your favorite kind of beer for a sake bomb?
Beer for sake bomb?
Yeah, you drop the glass, it goes to the bottom. I'll make you one.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Please.
Yeah,
I don't know of that drink. But Happy Cheese Toast Day.
Is it Cheese Toast Day?
Yeah, because it's plant-based Lunar New Year, the year of the Welsh rarebit.
I think it's rabbit. Oh. Do you know what? We missed a chance to say rabbit 3 times on the first of the month. No, wait, it's right around the corner. Oh. Anyway, we just have to remember that. Rabbit, 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 it's good luck.
That means that there's 3, which means there'll be 20 by the end of the day.
Well, what I wanted to do was I wanted to have, each person who works here, their favorite sake bomb and make it a special. Their favorite sake and their favorite beer.
Okay.
Guys, I have to do my dispatch because it's also the year.
Okay. All right. Oh. Also, it's the year of the cat. Bye-bye. I'll talk to you later, Howie.
You got me a live cat.
Goodie. Bye-bye.
Ow.
I have this live cat here for the Lunar New Year. I don't know if you can see it all.
Meow.
Yeah, so I have the cat, and this is Genevieve Jones. There was a cat here. And so, yes, we're celebrating the year of the cat for Chinese and the year of the year of the cat for Vietnamese and the year of the rabbit for Chinese. So we celebrate all animals. And because animals are so revered, we're doing plant-based, because why would we cook an animal when they're all being honored? So please come out and join us for this wonderful celebration. We're also going to be, in honor of the new year, we're having a ceremony to open our new organic garden, where we will be the first plant-based institution of Davenport. There's no other restaurants, no other bars that will be fully plant-based. Happy days are here, friends. Come join me. Subscribe to the Davenport Sofa. It's a wonderful day.
Dee, I broke ground. There's gold in the garden.
Oh my God.
Come quick.
All right, thanks. I'll meet you out back.
There seems to be gold now. We have luck and fortune, Howie.
Oh, they found gold, but now we can't have the garden because
we can have it all. I've decided we're lucky.
Okay, very good. We're gonna have gold. We'll have gold in the garden, And
Golden opportunities, Howie, golden opportunities.
wonderful. Oh, that's so good because this is a very fortunate year for the year of the Welsh rarebit.
Yes, yes, it is. What do you wish for, Howie?
I wish that all of us here at the Double Nickel stay together.
Yes, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm
You
so
know what?
overwhelmed with joy today. Usually I'm so upset, and this is like the best day.
Oh, you're so happy. This is so
Yes,
wonderful. Oh my
I know.
golly, it's the
So
same
rare.
energy.
It's so rare. Can I hug you, Howie? I've never
Oh, of
hugged.
course
Okay.
you can.
Bye, Howie. I'm so happy.
Oh, okay, I go. Bye-bye. Oh, she hugged me. I love the huggy.
Ah, hey, yeah, Patty, I can't hear you. I know you were having a problem. There you go.
All day. But listen, I have the perfect problem for you to solve. It just take a minute because I know everybody's excited about the gold and the garden and your new project and going all plant-based. And personally, I'm on a
Hold
roll
on.
with sake bombs.
I didn't say all plant-based. I just ordered some steaks to be delivered to
Yum.
celebrate the gold.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Listen, I have a perfect project for you to be real quick.
Okay.
My phone has slipped in between the my driver's seat and the console, and I can't think of anybody more shrewd with a better pair of hands to solve that problem. Like,
Well,
it kind of pickpocketing is a skill set that has a useful in real life, being sneaky.
You're asking me in a roundabout way to look for your phone?
Yeah, I mean, I know right where it is. I just can't see it and I can't get to it. And I just figured you're really talented in that way.
Well, I have a toolbox that I keep in Howie's in case anybody comes looking for it, so they don't look at my place.
Oh, yeah.
But the toolbox has all the specialty items I need to reach things like that. But
I
I
expect
need to
you'll want something for it. I mean, I get that.
Actually, you could help me with something.
What's that?
The gold that they found in the back.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we struck gold. It was like something gold was buried back there.
Uh-huh. What do you think it was?
Well, I wouldn't know, but I would say that it looks like somebody has buried some some melted pieces of gold.
Let me ask you something, Dee.
Yeah.
This is horrible to even think about. But there wasn't like a body or anything attached to it, was there?
Oh, no. There's not a body. No, nothing like that.
I mean, I love
the gold would have been
whodunits.
wiped down, I'm sure, if there was anything on it. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna go out there and hold it.
But you said you wanted my help. What can I do?
Oh, kind of maybe the way that we don't call the authorities to let them know what we found in the back, and I'll get you a bigger steak.
Dee, all I need is my phone, and I think it's really risky not to call the authorities because everybody in the bar knows about it. They're celebrating. They're telling everyone there's gold in the backyard.
Well, I have a watch that looks gold, and we'll pretend like that was what we found. All right, I'll see you later.
Well,
Okay, Zook, what's the real story?
I mean, so Dee asked me to help. I'm the one that broke ground. I saw some like weird colored rocks, like I don't know if it was like quartz or whatever, and then I started to see some gold like fragments. I don't. It looks like it could be glacial gold, so maybe it's like came down from like the polar ice caps or whatever. There's not really that much there, but I knew it would make Dee happy.
Fool's gold, or did you plant it?
I'd rather not say if that's okay.
I thought not.
I'd really rather just, however it happened, Dee is happy. I mean, after what happened with his mom being in the hospital and all that, I thought he could use a little pick me up.
I understand.
Yeah,
It's probably the first time that he's had to really enjoy things.
yeah. He loves his mom so much. You know how some people love their moms? He really loves his mom.
I wouldn't think so, but I'm glad that he has those feelings.
It's just an in and out procedure. But anytime that you feel like things are changing, sometimes that makes you, feel different. She's recovering and everything, but there's that moment of feeling a little, nervous. So anyway, a happy D is a good day, and I figured, since we put them's gold up there on the front door for a while, it would make for a busy day. It turned out good.
Well, I'm glad you made him happy, but we'll have to straighten things out with the rest of the staff. Make sure they know what's going on.
I didn't know everybody else. Yeah, I had no idea everybody else was going to get so encircled in all of that.
You know how things are. Things spread like wildfire.
Yeah, good wildfire, but wildfire. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for getting it all straightened out and talking to everybody for me. I was planning on doing it, but you're so much more efficient than me. Thanks for getting everybody calmed down.
I'll take care of it. Happy Asian New Year, whether it's the rabbit or the cat.
Whether it's the rabbit or the cat. Happy Asian New Year.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, Frida.
Hey, Zook, thanks for getting me out of having to plant that garden. I appreciate it. I'll leave you a bigger steak.
Thanks, buddy. Anytime. I'm glad your mom's home.
Oh, me too.
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in. The city of angels. Lonely as I am, together, we cry. I drive on her streets because she's my companion. I walk through her hills because she knows who I am. She sees my good deeds and she kisses me windy. Well, I never worry. No, that's a lie. We'll see you next time here at the Double Nickel. Happy Asian New Year.
Thank you so much for tuning in. That is a wrap for season 10. Nope. Season 9. Season 10 starting in a week and a half. And have a great rest of your Sunday evening wherever you are. We'll see you soon.